I'm Ying, and joining me as always is David. And David, today is a big one. This is Lesson 10, the final lesson of our very first module, and we are going to take everything you've learned and make it speak.
Ying, I'm honestly a little nervous and a little excited at the same time. We've done initials, we've done finals, we've done the 4 tones separately, but putting them all together into actual words, that feels like the real test.
It is the moment everything clicks. And here's a little promise to keep you watching to the end. The cultural note near the close about how Chinese people actually greet each other is the part most learners get wrong. So stick around for that. But first, let's set the stage. If you're watching this and you remember our earlier lessons, what were the 3 ingredients of a Mandarin syllable?
Okay, let me see if I've got this. There's the initial, that's the consonant sound at the start. Then the final, the vowel part that follows. And then the tone, which is the pitch that rides on top of the whole thing.
That was a textbook answer, David. Genuinely. Initial, final, tone. 3 building blocks. And today, we snap them together like Lego. And if you're new here and you want a steady stream of these lessons, subscribe to Langmitra. We ship 1 a week.
Consider me subscribed already. So where do we start? Throw a word at me.
Let's start with the most famous Mandarin word in the world. You'll see it on screen now. Ni hao. Written N-I with a little check mark over the I, space H-A-O with a check mark over the A. It means hello. 2 syllables. Let's break the first one. Ni, the initial is N, the final is I, and the tone mark is that little V shape, which is tone 3, the dipping tone. Listen. Ni. The pitch goes down and then back up. Now you try.
Ni.
Good start. But you said it flat, like ni with no movement. Tone 3 has to dip. Imagine your voice walking down into a valley and climbing back out. Watch my pitch. Ni. Try it again and let your voice sag in the middle. Ni. Oh, I felt it dip that time. Yes, that was much clearer than your first try. Getting that dip right matters because tone 3 is one of the most common tones in beginner words, and if you flatten it, you'll sound robotic to native ears. Now the second syllable, hao. Initial H, final ow, and again that dipping tone 3, hao. Your turn.
How. Like the English word how, but dipping.
Almost. Close enough that I'm impressed, but the Mandarin ow is rounder than the English how. Round your lips a little more at the end. How.
How.
Perfect. Now here's the magic. Put them together. Ni hao. Wait, that's a real thing I just said. That's hello in Mandarin. That feels amazing. See, you're a natural. But David, I have to tell you a secret rule. And this is where blending gets interesting. When 2 tone 3 syllables sit next to each other, like ni and hao, both dipping, the first one changes. It becomes a rising tone instead. So ni hao is actually pronounced ni hao, with the first syllable rising.
Wait, really? So the spelling stays the same, but the sound changes?
Exactly. It's called tone sandwich. Well, tone sandy is the technical name, but I like to think of it as the tones bumping into each other and smoothing out. 2 dips in a row is hard to say quickly, so the language naturally lifts the first one. Say it the smooth way. Ni hao.
Ni hao. Oh, that does roll off the tongue way more easily. The first one lifts up, the second one dips. Ni hao.
You can drill this exact phrase on Langmitra after the lesson. It'll listen to your tones and tell you if that first syllable is rising the way it should. Let's add a third word while we're warm. On screen, Xiexie. X-I-E with a falling mark, then X-I-E with no mark. It means thank you. The first syllable, xie, is tone 4, the falling tone, sharp, like you're giving a firm command. The second, xie, is neutral, light and quick. No tone at all. Listen, Xiexie. Try the first syllable alone.
Xie.
Good try. Just soften that X. In pinyin, X isn't like the English X in box. It's a soft hissing sound, somewhere between S and sh, with your tongue near the front of your mouth, air leaking out the sides. Xie.
Okay, less sh, more of a hiss.
That's it. Now the whole word, and let the second syllable just fall away lightly. Xiexie.
You're
You're getting better each time, David. Honestly, compared to lesson 1, your tones have come a long way.
That actually means a lot. Can I ask a follow-up? How do I know which syllable is neutral? Is there a mark for it, or do I just have to memorize?
Great question. The neutral tone has no mark at all. That's the clue. When you see a syllable with a tone mark next to one with no mark, the bare one is light and short. The absence of a mark is the information. Now let's pause and reinforce before we move on. I'm going to say 3 words, and you repeat each one back to me with its meaning. Ready? Ni hao.
Ni hao, with the rising first tone. Hello.
Xiexie.
Xiexie. Thank you.
And one more we'll learn right now. Hao, by itself, means good. So if someone asks how you are, you can just say hao. Repeat.
How? Good. That's efficient. I like that.
Now let's role play. Imagine you've just landed at an international airport in Beijing. You walk up to the information desk. The staff member looks up. What do you say to greet them and then thank them after they help?
Okay. Ni hao. Then they help me, and then I say, xie. Just xie.
Ah, so close, and a really natural mistake. You shortened it. Thank you is the full xiexie, both syllables. Just xie on its own isn't the standard polite thank you. Try the whole little exchange again.
Got it. Ni hao. Then they help me, and then I say, xie.
That was clean. The rising first tone, the soft X, the falling then light xiexie. If that had been a real airport, the staff member would have smiled. If this is helping you, by the way, a quick thumbs up sends it to more learners.
Done. That roleplay made it feel real, like I could actually use this.
That's the whole point. So let's build on it with our second teaching block, travel words, because greetings get you in the door, but travel words get you where you're going. Here's one you'll see on every train station and map. Zai, Z-A-I, falling tone. It's part of a phrase, Zàijiàn, which means goodbye. Literally, it's something like again see you again.
Oh, that's just like the French au revoir, or even like English see you again. The structure's almost the same until we meet again.
That's exactly the aha I was hoping for, David. So many goodbyes across languages are really see you again in disguise. 再见. Both syllables are tone 4, both falling. 2 firm drops in a row. Listen. 再见. Try it.
再见. Both falling. 再见.
Now here's where blending gets tricky, and I want to use an English analogy. When you say a phrase in English fast, like, did you eat? It smushes into did ya eat, right? Mandarin does the opposite in one sense. Each syllable keeps its own clear shape, its own tone, even at speed. You don't blur them together. So 再见 stays 2 distinct beats. 再见, not 再见 as one mush.
Ah, so unlike English where we slur things, here every syllable holds its ground. That's a useful way to think about it. Each one is its own little package.
Precisely. Each syllable is a sealed package. Initial, final, tone. Delivered whole. Let's do one more travel essential. On screen, Jīchǎng. J-I with a flat line over the I, then ch-a-ng with a dipping mark. It means airport. First syllable, ji, is tone 1, high and flat, like holding a note in a song. Second, chang, is tone 3, the dip. Try the first syllable, nice and level.
G, G, flat like a sustained note.
Yes, hold it steady. Don't let it drift down. Now, chang, and watch that ch. It's a tongue-curled back sound. Chang, chang.
The dipping one, chang.
Now blend. Jīchǎng, high flat, then dip.
Jīchǎng, Jīchǎng. Airport. So I could say, where is the airport? Well, the word for it at least.
You'll learn the full where is in the next module, I promise. For now, owning the word Jīchǎng is a real win. All of today's words live in Langmitra's vocabulary section if you want to recap later.
I'll definitely go back through them. You know, hearing how 再见 means see you again makes me realize language is full of these little hidden pictures.
That's the perfect bridge to a cultural note. And remember, I said this is the part most learners get wrong. Here it is. In English, we say hello to almost everyone all day. In Chinese culture, ni hao is actually a bit formal. Among friends and family, people often don't say ni hao at all.
Wait, what? Then what do they say?
They ask, very literally, have you eaten? The phrase is 吃了吗? Have you eaten yet? It's used the way we use how's it going. Nobody actually expects a report on your meals. It's a warm, caring way of saying, I see you. I hope you're well.
That is so charming. It's like food is the love language baked right into the greeting. Honestly, that reminds me, in my own culture, when relatives visit, the very first thing anyone says is basically, come, sit, are you hungry? Before even hello.
Yes, it's the same instinct exactly. Caring for someone through food is so universal that it became the greeting itself. Language carries the values of the people who speak it. So when you say ni hao, know it's correct and polite and perfect for strangers, hotels, airports. But the warm, homey version is about a shared meal.
I love that. I'm never going to forget that one.
And here's a little bonus for you since you've made it this far. One more useful word that ties to the food theme. Chi, C-H-I, tone 1, means to eat. You already heard it inside 吃了吗? Say it. Chi.
Chi, high and flat, like G from airport. Chi.
Exactly the same tone shape. You just connected two words through a shared tone. That's exactly the kind of pattern recognition that makes you fluent. Now let's do a rapid review. I'll say each word. You give it back with the meaning as fast as you can. Ni hao.
Ni hao. Hello.
谢谢, thank you.
再见.
再见, goodbye, see you again.
机场.
机场, airport.
And 吃.
吃, to eat.
David, that was flawless. Now string a few together into a tiny moment. You arrive, you greet, you thank, you leave.
Okay, here goes. 你好, 谢谢, 再见.
Stop right there. Do you hear how smooth that was? Compare it to the very start of this lesson, when ni came out flat as ni, with no dip and no rise. Just now, your first tone rose, your falling tones fell cleanly, and your neutral syllables stayed light. That is a huge difference in 15 minutes.
Honestly, I can hear it too. At the beginning, it felt mechanical, like I was reading symbols. Now it feels like I'm actually saying something.
That's because you stopped reading and started speaking. And that right there is the whole journey of this module, from symbols on a page to sounds with meaning. Every expert was once exactly where you are. Making mistakes, like saying just 谢 instead of 谢谢, is precisely how the learning happens.
That's reassuring to hear because I made plenty.
And each one made the next attempt better. So let's wrap up. For practice before next time, here's your suggestion. Pick 3 of today's words and say them out loud 10 times each, recording yourself if you can, and listen back for the tones. Can you hear the dip in hao? The fall in Zàijiàn? That self-evaluation is a skill all on its own. And if today's greeting, the have you eaten one, surprised you, drop it in the comments and share this with someone you know learning the language.
I'm definitely commenting on that one. It genuinely changed how I think about greetings.
Then it did its job. And here's what's coming next, David. This is the exciting part. You've mastered the building blocks. Module 2 takes these exact sounds and turns them into real conversations. We'll learn how to introduce yourself, ask simple questions, order food, and handle those airport and hotel situations for real. Not just the single words, but full, useful sentences.
That's what I've been waiting for. I can't believe we've gone from individual tones to almost having conversations.
You've earned it. So congratulations. You have officially completed your first Langmitra module. That is a real milestone, and you should be proud. Keep practicing those tones. Keep saying things out loud, and I'll see you in Module 2.
Thank you so much, Ying. This has been incredible. I actually feel like I can speak now.
You can, David. Until next time, 再见.
再见, everyone.
one language sets you in a corridor for life. Learn language with podcast. Subscribe